Yep. All right. Hello, everybody. It's been a while. Welcome back. Sorry for the blank screen right now. We are going to put something on there in a little bit. Um, Again, I'm sorry I was away for a couple of weeks. I had kind of a couple busy things to take care of. I actually went away for the weekend last week, so I was just really busy with that, and there was a whole thing going on with school. But we are back, and today we are going to start a rather large project. We are going to take a look at just about every game for the arcades made by Toaplan. Now, if you're not familiar with Toaplan, they are known mostly for their arcade shoot 'em ups. And the majority of these were vertical overhead shoot 'em ups. They did have a couple of horizontal shoot 'em ups. One of those shoot 'em ups is very famous, actually, not so much for the gameplay, but for a botched translation during the opening cutscene, which became one of the most famous internet memes, and was actually the title of a book on video game culture, which came out a few years ago, which I happen to have, and it was really good. So we are going to start at the beginning. We are going to not include a few games. We are going to have to use MAME for this because some of these games did not get home translations. Some of them did, and some of them were quite good. However, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to throw the first game up so you guys can see what we're going to be playing first. So some of the games we won't be able to take a look at. They made a couple of mahjong games. There was some of their earlier work. I don't really know how to play mahjong very much. I actually only played it while trying to get through Yakuza 4 and Yakuza 5. So my whole experience with mahjong is from the Yakuza games. And just hold on 1 second. I don't want one. Sorry, I had to get a drink of water there. My mouth is pretty sore today. Um, so this is the first game we're going to take a look at. Oh, first I was going to tell you the games we're not going to take a look at. There were the two Mahjong games. There's also a couple of games which for some reason will not run for me. Unfortunately, one of those is Truxton 2, which is what I was really hoping to show you guys because it's such a great game. Also, there's a game called Pippi and Bibi. Funny enough, I've actually seen this in the arcade. It is kind of an elevator action clone, but the reason we won't be playing it is because it's one of those games that shows nudie pics for a reward for beating the level. So, unfortunately, we can't really show adult content. This is kind of a family stream, so of course, I will make an exception when Doom comes out, but so we really can't show that one. But we're going to take a look at a lot of really good games. So this first one is called Performan. Now, I'm not really too familiar with this game, and from the looks of it, it looks like it's a combination of Dig Dug and I'm going to say Berserk, because you kind of dig tunnels and you shoot robots and collect gems. So I haven't played this before. As you can see, there's a little bit of a Pac-Man element there. So I haven't played this before, so it'll be interesting to see how well or how bad I do. Probably the latter. So let's get it started. So this is an early game. I believe this came out in 1985. So as you can see, I'm able to... I have no idea how I was able to, kill all those guys. I'm gonna have to go back and watch. Apparently... Oh, okay, I triggered the bomb. Yeah, that's those flashing red things are bombs. And I totally suck at this game. I doubt we'll be spending too much time on Performan because I'm terrible at it, and I want to try to show you guys as much of the games as I possibly can. Now, of course, I could turn on invincibility cheats, but I figure that's kind of not giving a fair representation of the challenge of these games. We'll try this one more time, and I'm sure there's somebody out there who's a much better Pro4Man player than I am, so a big part of the problem is... Yeah, part of the problem is I keep hitting the dig button when I want to shoot, and I keep running into things. God. Well, I did a little better. I killed 2 enemies. Alright, so I'm not going to let this one drag on. That's a quick look at Toaplan's first game. Interestingly enough, you're going to see that there's the Data East USA trademark at the bottom. And again, 1985 was the release of this game. Well, Toaplan designed the game. Data East actually was the publisher in America for this game. To my knowledge, this received no home ports. It was not really a huge game, but it kind of shows us an interesting start for the company and their tendency to make quite challenging games. So I will go ahead and end this game. And for some reason, I don't know why OBS does this, but they kick me out of MAME every time I close a game. I don't understand why. So we're going to go ahead and take a look at the next game that we're going to be playing here. This one may be familiar to some old school shoot 'em up fans. It actually did get a port on the Nintendo Entertainment System. So this is Tiger Hilly. Came out in 1985 and was produced, or not produced, but distributed by Taito in America. Taito actually distributed a lot of games for Toaplan in America before Toaplan actually started distributing their own games. I can tell you I'm slightly better at this. I played the NES game quite a bit when I was a kid. The NES game was actually distributed by Acclaim, and they didn't really make very good games. Some of them were good. Of course, they did produce some of the versions of Mortal Kombat, which were very good. Some of the sequels. A few other games, Maximum Carnage, which was actually under their LJM label. However, the NES game was developed by Micronix, who is a very mysterious outsourced developer who made somewhat lackluster NES ports of popular arcade games. They did 1942, Ghosts and Goblins, and a few other games, including this one. I wouldn't necessarily say that their games were terrible. I mean, they were certainly playable, but they used a lot of shortcuts, and there's just a lot of kind of development problems with their games. And I wonder if it's just because they were just, threw stuff out for a quick buck, or if maybe they were just under some really tight deadlines. The latter probably seems more likely. So let's take a look at Tiger Hilly. This would be their first vertical scrolling shoot 'em up. And it's a very basic one. And we pretty much only have single shots, and we have a bomb. Now the bombs are actually on your ship, or on your helicopter, and if the enemy fire hits your bomb, it will actually trigger it off, so it can help shield you from a hit. At the same time, don't want to lose your bombs too quickly. Now, I may talk a little bit less as the night goes on because I still have kind of a sore throat from a few nights ago, so, and I also have a bit of a headache. So we're going to try and shoot. Yeah, and people come up from behind you, which is something you really don't see a lot in modern bullet hell style games. You usually, like, if you're at the bottom of the screen, you usually feel safe. Not in this game. So you gotta watch kind of your... And again, I'm surprised the bomb didn't save me there. Wow. Okay. I thought it was at least better than this. So I will go ahead and continue. And there are no continues in this game. That's good to know. Wow. Bear with me tonight. I'm feeling a little off. So yeah, you can actually blow up people's houses in this game. It's kind of a mean thing to do, but... It has been a long time since I played this. I think it's right around here we had that enemy come up from behind. Yeah, because I was trying to shoot that thing up there. So let's keep a close eye on that. Try to dodge. Get underneath them. There we go. They come at you from all sides. Also, your copter seems to have a limited range. Okay, we have another one behind us. So. And you turn the straight. There's some pretty tricky patterns. So I guess we shoot the houses because it does give us points. And that did something, I don't know what. And that was actually me who dropped the bomb right there. Oh, shoot. Is this one of your only power-ups that you get? Is... You get these little heli that follow you around. And you get kind of a music change. It's actually, what they do is they attach this side of your ship. So something I wanted to mention was... if you look at the water, it looks like a picture of, like, one of those, like a swimming pool being caught in a still shot, which is actually a reference that was made in the Hardcore Gaming 101 article on Toaplan. So we can get another little heli. This one's going to shoot to the side. That's actually good. I like that we have a... Hopefully we could have got one that shot to the right. I guess it's the color when you shoot. But we lost one of them. I have to say though, not a bad run. I think I got a hang of the game somewhat. That looks like our landing pad. So I got 2 bomb and no little heli, so I get a 10,000 point bonus. And we are on to stage 2, so definitely did much better this time. So as you can see, it's very limited. Again, it's an older game, it's to be expected. And for one of the first games that Toaplan made in the genre, well, it's certainly not terrible, and yeah, I should have known better than to go down that early. The game does have some odd respawn points. Okay, so there's where if one of my bombs gets shot, so I lost the chance to get the diamond. Oh, there we go, there's my diamond. I'm not really sure what the diamonds do. Really? This was gonna shoot to my right. Ah, shoot. We just got something. I'm assuming extra life. Yeah, because we're at 50,000, so that'd be an extra life. We have a little hilly, and that looks to be kind of a semi-boss. Maybe a mini-boss? So yeah, we have a mini-boss. And yeah. Well, that was a much better run, I must say. Not a great one, but certainly much better. And you got a better idea of how Tiger Haley plays. So the Arnold continues in this game. It's one play. You go as far as you can, and you just learn the game the more you play. So this is one that's going to take some practice. But again, minimalistic, but not a bad little shmup for their first try, really. So the next game that they made, we're not going to be able to play. It's called Get Star Guardian. I cannot seem to get that one to run for some reason. That would have been the next one on our list. So we're going to skip ahead to one that came out in 1996. And this is a very interesting shooter, which did not get a home release in the US, but it did get one in Japan. And I believe it goes for quite a bit of money on eBay right now. But anyway, it's Slap Fight. I don't know, there are probably some people watching who are somewhat familiar with some of these games. And Slap Fight is a shooter where all of the enemies are ground-based. So I just gotta find it here. Again, bear with me. This is probably one of those ones that's off to the side. To do some weird things with. Okay, that's great. Why can I not find Slap Fight? Maybe I'll search for it. Haha! Okay, so this apparently is not going to work, so I'm going to go ahead and exit out of it. Alright, I'm going to come back to this one, because it's what I really want to show you guys. Because it's a great game. I thought I had the working clone. Apparently I don't. So we're going to get a little farther than I thought we would today. So from here on out, I believe many of these games will allow us to continue from where we died. So I'll try to show you as much as I can. And the next one should work. I really should have tested all these games before I started streaming. I tested some of them, but I didn't get them all. And that was one of them I did not get. So I'm just going to change a quick option here. Let's see here. Skip game. So I'm going to skip game info just so you don't have to see that screen every time I load up a game. I'm just going to go ahead and X out so it saves that. So this is Sky Shark. It's also known as Flying Shark. It was released in 1987 and distributed by Taito, sorry. In the US, it was distributed by Romstar. This also got a home port on the NES, which wasn't a bad port. They also had this game at the local arcade, so I'm a little familiar with it. If I remember correctly, this game's quite hard, so... So I like how the enemies kind of spin out when they get shot. And the music also fades out. So S, that's going to be a power-up of our normal shot. So S's are good. We want all the S's. And when you destroy those yellow planes, I guess you get points. That improves our bomb stock. Indeed, yep. Ah, shoot. I saw that one coming, too. So, guys, I hate to say this. I don't know how long I'll be able to go tonight. I have a headache, and I'm just not really feeling that well. And I kind of got a lot planned for tomorrow, so I just kind of want to take it easy. I'll try to show you guys, like, a little more of this game, if like, nothing else. And then we'll see if, like, maybe we can do a little more. I feel so bad, like, doing such a short stream tonight. Especially, like, when I haven't streamed in, like, 2 weeks. And I really want to, like, show people these games. It's just... See, I remember these bunkers. When you blow them up, there's usually, like, 4 tanks in each one. So we made it for level 1. And no bombs, so unfortunately. So I can catch you guys coming. Ah, I missed them. This is going to be a very long retrospective. Although it could be worse. Imagine if I tried to do Capcom. Or Konami. Although, to be honest, if I were to do Capcom, I would probably blow. Ah! Ah, shoot. So area 26 could be much worse. We'll try again. Sure. And yes, I am using my arcade stick for this. You probably can hear it in the background. Hey, we got the carrier. Ah, really? Oh, skip this. Wow, that was bad. That was terrible. That was like fail compilation worthy right there. Yeah. Save that bomb. Get a bonus at the end. Yeah, the checkpoints are not very generous. They are pretty strict. Sometimes. Yeah, guys, I think I'm probably gonna be like calling it right after this. If you just joined in, I'm so sorry. I really wanted to do more of this today, but I'm not feeling it, and I gotta get up early tomorrow, and just sucks. The good news is though, tomorrow is my birthday, so I have to look forward to celebrating that. I thought we'd be sitting and playing some shmups, but it'd be kind of invigorating for me, but unfortunately, if I'm not feeling good or playing like at my best, I just feel like I'm robbing you guys of a really good stream, and I know that nobody really wants to sit here and see me fail like all day, so again, I'm not saying I'm like the greatest shooting player, but yay! Made it to the second stage at least. I'm not saying I'm the greatest like gamer, but I know I can do a little better than this. I really gotta work on my panic bombing. I'm relying on it way too much. Wow, I keep like turning right into enemies that I know better to dodge. So that was, I know it says Area 39, but that was actually stage 3. So there's not really I think there's only 5 stages in the game, and then it loops after that. It just keeps looping over and over. So that was Sky Shark. Again, another early Toaplan shooter, and pretty fun one. Very challenging. I'm sure there are people out there who can absolutely like cream this game, but I need some more work. I think I need to do it on a day where I don't have a pounding headache. So yeah, unfortunately, I'm gonna have to cut this part 1 of the retrospective very short. Um, but we will do this again next week. Hopefully, I'll feel a lot better. And when we do start next week, we will be picking up with um, something that's not a shmup by Toaplan. It is a game called Wertner. The full name is Wertner no Mori, and it's also known as Pyros. This game got a Genesis port back in the day, or Genesis Mega Drive, whichever one you happen to be more familiar with. So that's going to be interesting. We're going to take a look at Truxton, which also got a Genesis port. It has what many consider to be one of the coolest bomb attacks in any game. Uh, so, unfortunately, yeah, I think this is where I'm going to end it tonight. And thanks for joining me. And I am so sorry it's so short tonight. Hopefully we can go a lot longer next week. I'm just gonna take some aspirin and lay back and relax. Maybe play something on my PS4 or something. I don't know. But anyway, again, thanks for joining me. And I'm just a gamer. And have a good week. And just enjoy gaming because that's what it's all about. Take care.